My name is Marco Sander, I'm a German psychologist, and in this video we are going to talk about how learning works and how you store information into your long-term memory. So we're going to talk about 3 aspects, 3 tips based on neuroscience that help you to improve your learning skills and learn more effectively. The very first point is intensity. How often did you touch the hot stove in the kitchen when you were a kid? Probably once or twice, and you realized, oh, it is hot. I don't want to touch this again, and this was an intense experience. How can you work and learn in an intense way? Well, by working out things on your own. If you give a workshop, not only talk about how life works, but also make sure that your members in this course actually work out things on themselves. Don't just read summaries, work out summaries on yourself. The process of working things out is giving you a huge aha moment and reward, and it is very intense because it is also partly painful because you have to put effort into it, and you will remember this much better. Also, for example, use colors. This is also a more intense experience. Talk with people is more intense than just sitting there and reading something passively. This is the tip number 1. In general, if you look in your brain from a neuropsychological perspective, you will see that there is one part in your brain which is responsible for storing your information. It is the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is actually part of a bigger system, which is the limbic system. And the limbic system is your emotional system. So if the emotional system is high, this part of storing information is also high. So you gotta make things emotional and intense. And by working things out on yourself and on your own, it is more intense. Second point is repetition. Very simple. If you learn things once, it's fine. But if you repeat them, for example, 3 times, with some period of rest in between, you will remember things better. Easy. A lot of people just use repetition and nothing else, and this is very painful, and you have to repeat it so much, and then you can't often really apply your knowledge in real life. So use this approach, but complementary to the other ones, especially to the last one, which is context. When I studied psychology, I had always this one friend after the exam. He asked me, hey, what did you write here and there? And then he said, oh, I also knew it. I actually knew everything, but he didn't write it down. That's because he didn't learn from a context perspective. He learned things by heart, so he knew this, and if this question is asked, then he can write down those things. But if people ask him different questions, he can't play with the knowledge. He can't use it in a playful way and still come back to the same answer, because he just learned by heart. If you want to build a context, it means, yes, read this one summary, but also learn from somebody else, read another book, talk with different people, do exercises, and really become fluent with your knowledge. And this is how you can use it in your real life as well and apply it. And this is how you make connections. So while learning, while studying, make connections, make a mind map, for example, also very helpful. Talk with different people, do different exercises. They are all questions from different angles, and it really helps you to apply your knowledge. So by doing this, you're also working in a more intense way, because again, you work things out on your own. You involve people, repeat this, learn with different people, do different exercises in different times. So you are intense learning, you repeat things, and you learn on context. And if you do this, I know it's a little bit more pain than just reading some sort of summary of somebody else, but this is how learning works. You gotta make it some sort of vivid experience in different contexts over time. This is how it works. I hope you can apply that, because by now you didn't gain anything. The question is, really take your time right now, how can you apply this into your own life? How can you make things different in your learning process? Maybe you're developing an online learning course for other people. How can you make it more effective here? Maybe you want to study more. Maybe you are giving a workshop and you want to make sure that people learn more. How can you nurture their learning process based on those 3 points? Think about it. Write things down. Write a comment below. I will read all the comments and I will answer them. I really want to be in contact with you and interact. And give this video a thumb up if you like it. It makes it more visible for others. Give a thumb up, but also subscribe this YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video.